This one line of dialogue from episode 2, Attack of the Clones, exemplifies the characterization of Anakin Skywalker as well as Hayden Christensen's performance perfectly.
You had another nightmare last night.
Jedi don't have nightmares.
We see in this moment that Anakin is not a Jedi, or at least not the black and white version of a Jedi he was taught to be. He is only pretending to be one. The way he quickly responds to Padme's question about his nightmare is almost like a reflex, as if he's used to hiding the part of him that loves and cares for other people. Since he was first brought to Coruscant, the Jedi Council was afraid that he is too old to be trained and that he is too emotional. Which is true, Anakin was too old and had already developed a personality and an emotional connection with the world around him. Unlike the other Jedis who were snatched away from their families and brainwashed at an early age. As we see in episode 1, The Phantom Menace, Anakin was an emotional child. He was empathetic, compassionate, full of heart, and sensitive far beyond his age, which made the matter worse. When he started his training, he was taught to suppress his emotions more than any other Jedi due to the Council's fear of his future.
Train yourself to let go of everything you fear to lose.
He was so strong with the Force that the Council was afraid that if they let him embrace his emotional side, that he might give into his fear and anger and turn to the dark side, making him a dangerous foe. So they taught him to suppress and ignore his emotions instead of how to process and deal with them in a healthy way. When he became a Padawan, he was so eager for the approval of the Jedi Masters, especially Obi-Wan Kenobi, that he would do everything in his power to present a front, the perfect Jedi. He would play the part of this composed, obedient Padawan. You can see it in Hayden's delivery here.
Yes, Master.
This weapon is your life.
I try, Master.
He had such a tight grip on his emotions that he was almost a walking, talking volcano, and those emotions would burst out of him from time to time in a wave of anger and frustration, which would further the Council's distrust in him. Hayden Christensen had such a good understanding of his character and did such a great job at portraying this that he was condemned by the public for his stiff and cold performance, while that was precisely what Hayden was trying to portray. Anakin wanted to be seen as a cold Jedi who was completely removed from his emotions to earn the trust of the Masters. You can see in his scenes with Padme and sometimes with Obi-Wan when he takes down the mask, embracing his emotions and being his true self. Notice the subtle differences in Hayden's delivery in this scene.
As the leader of the opposition, it will be very difficult to get Senator Amidala to leave the capital.
And this one.
Attachment is forbidden. Possession is forbidden. Compassion, which I would define as unconditional love, is central to a Jedi's life. So you might say that we are encouraged to love.
With Padme, Anakin is able to be himself. Emotional, sensitive, empathetic, and compassionate. He can let go of the mask of the perfect Jedi. Even the act of being with Padme itself means that he is giving into his emotions and letting his heart guide him instead of the rules. In Revenge of the Sith, his delivery is no longer stiff and robotic, as now he has to juggle his life as a Jedi Knight and as Anakin Skywalker, so the line between them becomes blurry. He has grown confident in his ability to rely on his emotions. As the story progresses, we see him being more and more unable to control his emotions, as he is now much more at ease with his emotional self, due to his relationship with Padme, which grants him an out, a release for his emotions and his true self. In my opinion, this is also one of the reasons why he falls in the end. Anakin is living two lives. One where he has to constantly prove himself and play a part just to be trusted and be allowed to do something that he loves, and other where he can be himself and follow his heart. So when the time comes and he fears the loss of Padme, it is unbearable for him because losing Padme would not only mean that he's losing his love, but also himself. Losing Padme means losing Anakin, which we see later on when he becomes Darth Vader. Also, I think it's a fun coincidence that he says this here.
You didn't kill Anakin Skywalker. I did.
Here, Vader still believed that he killed Padme when he force choked her on Mustafar. So him saying that he's the one who killed Anakin makes sense because he believes that he killed Padme, which means that he killed Anakin with her. Also, to fully appreciate Hayden's performance, here are some clips where you can notice the difference between his delivery as Anakin and as a Jedi.
I won't let these visions come true, Master Yoda. I won't let this one become real. What must I do, Master Yoda?
What can I do? I will do anything that you ask.
I will do whatever you ask.
Good.
Just help me save Padme's life. I can't live without her. The air of pain, suffering, death. I saw my mother. She is suffering, Padme. I saw her as clearly as I see you now. The Sith rely on their passion for their strength. They think inwards, only about themselves.
And the Jedi don't.
The Jedi are selfless. They only care about others. Sometimes we must let go of our pride and do what is requested of us. Obi-Wan is a great mentor. As wise as Master Yoda and as powerful as Master Windu. I am truly thankful to be his apprentice.
Thank you, my master.
Yes, Master.
Okay, so that's all I have for you today. Hope you liked this video, and if you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe.